It's time for Tabloid Times News Show 4. Where's Mason?
Oh God, it's time. Oh, where's Matthew?
Shoving into overdrive. Highway through the danger zone. I'll take you riding through the danger zone. You never say hello to you until you get it on the red light low. You never know what you can do until you get it up the line.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another Tabloid Times News Show. This time, we're on number 4, because 4 is the best. I'm Matthew Hauser, one of the hosts, here with Mason Cook. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great this afternoon, and we are more than happy to bring you the inside scoop of reality. Not quite live, but you know, it's pretty close.
Close enough.
Yeah.
And we are the world's only hope for the truth.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
Only
hope. Drink to that.
I'll drink to that. Cheers. That is some fine water.
Indeed.
I can taste the tartness.
Now, we're going to take to our opening story. It's going to take us to Omaha, California.
Yes, in Omaha, Nebraska, 11-year-old Henry Jansen has a slippery situation on his hands. He is known for being a normal child, a fun-loving, hard-working, moderately studious 11-year-old boy. His 5th grade teacher believes that he will have great success in middle school so long as he can improve his organizational skills. And we didn't take the teacher's word for it. Our independent investigation confirmed this need for improvement in neatness through hours and hours of hard journalistic work.
Yes. However, this one fateful day was different. from the others. After waking up with one sock almost falling off, Henry knew, something had to be up. He proceeded to the school where the tip of his pencil broke.
It just broke.
Yeah, it just came straight off.
Came right off.
Yeah, that was when he knew something was really not going well, and he had to prepare for a disaster.
Now, per tradition, Henry took some hand sanitizer. And I mean, that's pretty normal.
Yeah, you know.
But this is where everything fell apart. Distracted, he kept dispensing more and more hand sanitizer until it overflowed out of his hands, causing a tiny spill on the floor.
Oh, everything is ruined.
The Tabloid Times is devoting all available resources to remedy the situation, and we're going to give you relevant updates as we learn more.
And now, it would be a good time to address the issue of ionic nomenclature. In theory, iron is its own element.
In theory.
Yeah, but we know better than to believe that.
We don't want to just take them at surface value.
Yeah. This hand sanitizer proves that we must investigate the warehouse of every scientist for trace particles.
Every scientist, every warehouse.
Now, what this will prove or accomplish, we haven't exactly figured that out yet, but we'll get back to you when we do.
And now, a word from our sponsors. How you doing? I'm Matthew Hauser here. It's nice to see you. I'm an author for the Tabloid Times, and I'm here to promote the Tactical Lollipop. I wasn't paid to say this. I'm just really a fan, and I want to get the word out. And there are many great features about this lollipop, but one of them is it's water resistant. Come watch. Look at that! It made it out just fine. It's just one of the many incredible features, and I'm going to show you some more as we adventure through the military material tactical lolly. It's even freeze resistant. It's been in this freezer for 96 days.
It's cold in here.
And it's perfectly fine. It's even flame resistant. Look at that. It's resisting flame right before your eyes. That's just flame coming from this thing. This thing is not on fire. Look at that. It resisted flame. Hey, I'm out here in my garage, and I just ran my car over the tactical military grade lolly, and it did just fine. Come. Take a look. Look at that beauty. It did perfectly. Oh, you caught me here in my room. I guess I'll keep telling you about how great the military strength lolly is. I mean, it's made out of military grade material, made by military people. They used this stuff in the Iraq war to overthrow Saddam Hussein. This is the real deal. I just thought of this, but we should test and see what happens when I throw it down. Because we know it's so strong, nothing will happen. It'll look exactly the same, because this thing can withstand anything. And this is how the US military has won everything. Because we can just throw it down, and it's fine. And they don't know what to do. So, you want me to do it? Alright, I'll do it. I'll throw it down and nothing will happen to it. In 3, 2, 1. Untouched! It's incredible how durable it is. Just nothing happened to it. It's incredible. Although, there's a little piece that came off over there if you can see it, but that's intentional. It can adjust to fit its environment, just like, I don't know, swamp creatures that sort of mutate. Now remember, I was never paid to say any of this. I'm just a huge fan of the tactical lolly. But if you can do me a big favor, make sure to call them or go to their website today for an awesome deal. I give it my stamp of approval. Hello, and we're proud to present to you a feature segment of the Tabloid Times. You know how we sometimes do stories on people in power?
Yes.
Well, we went straight to that place of power, and we found the truth.
Yes. We went straight into the swamp, and let's just say we came out with more than a few mosquito bites.
But we're ready to present to you after hours of hard work, deep investigating, and planes, trains, automobiles, and police horses in our way. We're proud to present the inside scoop on Washington. Welcome. Thank you for listening. And on our tour of the 5 branches of government, we start first at the Justice Department with Mason Cook.
Hello, and welcome to Tabloid Times Justice Watch. On today's episode, a hallmark case for the Supreme Court, as the majority has unanimously agreed in Ginsburg versus Thomas that Justice Clarence Thomas has indeed violated the rules of Simon Says, and that Ginsburg's refusal to have him not win the game over his refusal to speak was indeed constitutional. In the majority opinion, then Justice John Roberts said, and I quote, "What Simon Says, like any game, applies to all rules of the Constitution, and the Constitution must apply to the rules of that game as well." Well, and yet, Thomas has said that he will not necessarily comply with the court's opinions on this game. He says he will continue to be very, very salty, and on the next decision, he will have to be won over with a little more dinner and a little more time and discussion with the other justices, and that Ruth Bader Ginsburg is, unquote, dead to him. Simon says, "Be still. Be quiet." Oh, Simon didn't say. Man, you're just like Clarence Thomas, not understanding the rules, but just so quiet, man.
Welcome everybody to the Library of Congress, where we have shocking news about how they're handling their overdue books policy. For years, the Library of Congress has charged just a mere 10 cents a day for an overdue book, but now they are raising the rates to $10 an hour for the overdue books in an attempt to create more revenue for the federal government and specifically the Library of Congress. And the rate is even higher for precious documents and old government records. We will update you later as we find out more on this story. Tabloid Times in Washington. Next, from Capitol Hill, we have some stories concerning the stupid branch of government, Congress. Let's first hear what I have to say on the matter. Hello, Matthew Hauser here with the Tabloid Times, reporting on the inside scoop on Capitol Hill. We had a breaking situation where, in an emergency session of Congress, the Senate and the House have declared war on each other, where the House of Representatives passed a resolution 438-0 declaring war on the Senate, and the Senate retaliated. The way this situation broke down was, it started in the House Ways and Means Committee, when individuals such as the chairman wanted to increase the price for uses of senators, and people wanted on that committee to increase the price of a senator per vote to $500,000. Now the Senate would have none of this because they needed their customers, and both promptly declared war on each other, and we're expecting both to throw big stacks of papers at each other anytime. The situation is developing, and we'll update you as it continues. We have an update in the story on the overdue fees for the Library of Congress. I apparently owe them $20, so they're not going to let me in to discuss this further with them. Guys, we need to protest this. It's unreasonable to ask us to remember to return things on time. I mean, it's the Library of Congress, it's like, the people. We're supposed to be giving the books to them, so, when they give the books to us, they should pay us, That's all I have right now.
This just in. Our researchers in the field have discovered the Capitol is, in fact, blue. This conspiracy has been done for at least 10, 11, 35 years now due to a new state-of-the-art color-changing paint that appears white every time you look at it, but as soon as you look away, it turns back to blue. Thank you. This has been Rob Robinson in the field.
It appears that there are going to be no new leads whatsoever, or in the near distant future, on the case involving congressional lunch money. As you may know, if you've been following us for weeks, Congress has had an epidemic of lunch money stealing. It started when Nancy Pelosi realized that she was $5 short 15 days ago, and has recently struck such high-level figures as Devin Nunes, Mitch McConnell, and Jason Chaffetz. It appears that the lunch money thief, who has struck so far 15 senators and 49 representatives, steals indiscriminately. This is a bipartisan effort and bipartisan stealing. They even managed to get Bernie Sanders, the independent, in on this. It appears the FBI has absolutely no leads whatsoever, and Robert Mueller is investigating whether the thief may be colluding with the Russians. And we still have no word on either one of those. We will bring you updates when we find out more.
Hi, I'm Dan Nushram, but who is this? Why would they have a statue of this? Wolves can't be presidents. Why are our taxpayer dollars going into some stupid cats? This is ridiculous. I just don't understand. Hey, you blue man. Why is this here? Sorry, I got a piece. Hey, man, why do we have wolves as a statue? Sorry, please. We don't have the wolves as a president.
Hello, I'm here with you today live at the Canadian Embassy. You see, this is a terrible day in American-Canadian relations history. It is actually the lowest point we've ever had in our relations, as a diplomatic game of golf was canceled due to poor weather today. This is the lowest point we've had in, centuries, and we don't know exactly where it's going to go from this. Well, we can only hope for the best. This is John Johnson in the field.
Hey, it's me, Dan Nusher. I'm back again. And what is this? Who is this lumpy guy, and why is he here? Why are we focusing on this? I don't know. I just have no idea who this guy is, why he is here, and why we are focusing on this. This is ridiculous. Hey, you, flu guy.
Sir, please. This is the second time. This is absurd. Stay
I
away
need
from
to
me.
ask you some
Please.
questions. Man, I need to ask you some questions.
Please, get out.
Here at the archives, we've just exposed injustice in the government. Listen in and find out more. Hello. We have a disturbing development of bias against the press and the government. We wanted here at the Tabloid Times access to the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution just from the archives here, Our taxpayer dollars go to the archives, and they said no, they were not going to do it. They said we're not Nick Cage, but objectively the Tabloid Times is Nicolas Cage, so I don't see what's happening. I'm confused. I'm at the archives here in DC. Lucas Heiser for the Tabloid Times, signing off.
Here in front of the IRS building right here. And that's really about the nicest thing I could say, so we're just gonna move on.
Hi, I'm Dan Nushram, and here I am at the Trump Hotel, not Franklin. This is my problem with this statue. Why does it say Franklin when it's obviously Donald J. Trump? This is ridiculous. Hey, I've seen you before. Blue homie.
Dude,
Yo,
this is this time. Please just tell me.
ask me, why does it say Franklin and not Trump?
I don't care.
Look, man, I know you got a train or something, but like,
Please stop!
Good morning, and welcome to the Tabloid Times Advanced Research and Critical Ideas segment. We have a severely urgent report for you.
Yeah. Ooh. It is urgent.
Investigation by the Tabloid Times Geological Survey team has revealed at this point
This one.
a shocking secret you may not have known about our planet. I'll let our geography expert, Mason Cook, who happens to be with me right now, tell you the story.
Thank you, Matthew. Now, after extensive study of this globe, we noticed something. The blue on the globe is the exact same color as the sky. Of course, we had analyzed the original claim that the blue on this globe represents the water. But after careful analysis, we came to the conclusion that blue is actually the sky.
The blue's the sky on globes?
Yeah, the blue.
Wait, does that mean that if I go to the Gulf Coast, I fall into a gulf of sky?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's crazy.
In fact, here, let me show you. So, we looked at a picture of the sky, and we looked at a picture of the ocean. And we noticed that the sky was blue, and the ocean was gray.
What? I can't understand this. This makes no sense.
Yeah, and therefore, in conclusion, we must assume that the sky is blue, and the blue on this map, and on all maps, represents the sky.
Thank you, Mason. My mind is blown, but that was a really insightful geography update.
Yes. We here at the Tabloid Times are always proud to bring you high-quality media, including our brand new film festival, which is debuting this year.
And you get to see some sneak peeks of what's going to be going on at this day of culture, cuisine, and art.
Please, take a look.
Our main character is very protective of this wall, and he wants to protect it from people on the outside.
I want to protect my basement from people on the outside. I'm very protective of my basement.
This is a robber. He wants to rob what's on the other side of the wall.
I'm a robber! I want to rob what's on the other side of that wall!
The main character thinks this wall is impenetrable. The main character thinks he cannot be robbed.
Hey, it's me, the main character, and I think my wall is impenetrable, and I cannot be robbed.
The robber is going to smash through the wall.
I know what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna smash through this wall.
Oh no, he's gonna smash through the wall.
I smashed through the wall.
This is the representation of the two men fighting. This goes on for about an hour and 20 minutes.
I'm a robber, and I'm gonna rob you!
I'm the main character. I'm going to defend my main character.
Pew 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 pew! Pew pew pew!
Pew 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 pew! Boom!
Time
Boom!
for the
Boom!
atomic
Boom!
weapon!
Is bigger than 1?
Yeah.
But really? 2 is equal to 2!
It appears that the main character has won.
Looks like this movie's over.
Hey there, sports fans. How you doing tonight? Now, we've got a little treat for you.
Yes. We at the Tabloid Times have seen that the culinary institutes of America have really failed you.
So, it's time for us to give you some culinary education in our Tabloid Times cooking show, starring Cook.
Yeah.
That's you, isn't it?
Yeah.
You better get on set, right?
Right. We went back.
Alright, expect the cooking show in 3, 2, 1.
Oh! Didn't see you there. Nice to see you all. Welcome back to Cooking with Cook, or why last names don't matter. I'm your host, Cook, and today, you're all in for a treat. Get ready for a fantastic flight to Flavor City. We'll be passing over the mountains of taste and the valleys of despair, mine personally. And to get you to pasta rigatoni pesante. Yes, fantastic dish we have in store for you. Of course, before we get started, you have to wash your hands. Now, I haven't paid the water bill in 7 months because, I haven't had money in 7 months. But I do have the Sprite on hand, so that ought to count for at least something. Let's begin with our main course, the pasta. Now, due to our lack of water, we're going to have to make a quick substitution. We're going to use Sprite along with this pineapple water. That is, of course, so that the refreshing taste of the Sprite is completely counteracted by the blandness of this pineapple water. Now, we're just going to quickly put these two in, mix them together. Sprite's being a little stubborn here. And now, this is a special type of pasta. You have to put it in before it boils, and as I put the pasta in, I'm going to tell you the backstory of this here dish. Now, this was a dish, as you probably know, who was invented on Corsica during their time of French rule, and it came about when two guys in the street met up, and one guy was like, "Hey, why aren't you wearing a red hat?" And the other guy was like, "I don't know, because there's no law that says I have to wear a red hat." And, well, unfortunately, the guy he was arguing with was a lawyer, who then promptly dug up an old law dating back to the Genoan rule days of Corsica that said you had to wear a red hat at 2 p.m. on Sunday, March 31st. Of course, he wasn't very aware, so in order to make up for this, they punished him to make a new dish. And this dish, he wanted to make a light, fluffy pasta. And thus, he fittingly named it rigatoni pesante, to really emphasize that it's a light pasta that he wanted to bring out. And now, it appears this pasta is coming very close to boiling, so I'm just gonna kind of step away from there for a second and leave that completely unmanned, and we're gonna turn our attention to our side dish. And now for our side dish, mashed potatoes. However, we are going to be doing our healthy take on mashed potatoes, mashed banana, because you see, potatoes, they're terrible for your health. If you eat enough of them, your cells just disappear. I mean, first your feet go, and then your hands are next, and then all of a sudden your hips, and then your chest, and then eventually all that's left of you is just a small floating nose. No, you don't want to be a small floating nose. You want to continue existing. And thus, we are going to mash these bananas. Behold, I will now mash the bananas. Now, as you see, we have been successful in our mashing. We are going to microwave these bananas for a grand total of 3 seconds. If we could get power to the microwave, which we can't. Oh well. On to the salad. And now for our novel take on the salad. And for that, we must take a tour de France. See. Now, we shall take the oreilles and the goreteau, and we shall massage the flavor at a verre.
Oh, oui, oh. Yeah. Oh.
Continue until you get something like this, which I've already prepared ahead of time, which I'll just throw in here, I guess. Now, for the sauce, we shall take a Jerrold on Tabasco and Mountain Dew Code Red.
And we shall add them together. Just a hint of chocolate. And a zest of Tabasco. And a good helping of Mountain Dew Code Red. And just to bring out the flavor, I will now proceed to add a pinch of salt. Now, for the plate, we shall take your now this and your sauce. Then we shall add the cheese. And the more cheese.
And instead of croton, we have cornflakes. And to saute off, cherry tomate, behold, salé, complete. Welcome everyone a special guest on this show, a Chef Lucas. Chef, honor to be with you as always. Now, Chef Lucas, as you may know, notable for his many, many restaurants, such as Calendar Cooking, where he always has only one thing on the menu, and it really depends on what day of the year it is. And then there's also his clarinet and brass cooking, where he takes old clarinets and brass instruments, he melts them together, he puts them in a stew, he adds a pinch of sugar, and he turns them into fine dishes. It's very fine, very fine. Now, Lucas, these are some great restaurants you got, and now let's go and make this dessert on the Tabloid Times cooking show. Now, we are going to make our surprise dessert, and we have all of our ingredients for the cake we are going to be making. And first, let's start with the flour. Oh no, no flour? Well, I'm just gonna have to use this old cereal, this muesli that we have. And now, we got no sugar, unfortunately, and so we're gonna have to use some of this vanilla extract. And water, as we all know, out. So we're gonna have to use our trusty Sprite replacement. Refreshing. And, well, unfortunately, it appears we're also all out of baking soda, but I'm sure these popcorn kernels will do just fine. We don't have vegetable oil. However, I think this old butter oil for the popcorn topping ought to be okay. And we have this weird baking powder. We're not entirely sure why, but...
And we can take this cinnamon stick. I don't know why we have it, but we do. Whatever.
Oh, it appears we need more sugar. Yes, that ought to be sufficient. And I just need a little hint of some water. And there, we now stir.
We attempt to stir at least. That must be the water boiling you're hearing. Now,
Alright, this should be sufficient batter. Now we're gonna put our cake in the microwave and... almost forgot the egg. That was a close call, folks. Now, we're gonna... And now, on to the plating of everything. And now we shall check on the pasta. The water is just about boiled. Oh no, I forgot that of the pasta. That's bad. Right. Oh. That ought to be fine. Right. So. And thus, we have a complete meal. Now, we have to take a good helping of each of these things and add it to our meal. So we're going to start with that. We're going to add a bit of this. That ought to be good. Now, we're going to plate this. I'll go get the pasta. Then we add...
We pause now for some reality TV style cutbacks.
Well, I've just put the first 3 in and things are not going well. Well, I mean everything has gone somewhat off kilter. Now, while I really like how the salad turned out, the pasta is not cooked. It is raw pasta. And That is horrible, and it's pink, and it's disgusting. And I really, 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 really think I overdid it on those bananas in the microwave. Like, I microwaved them for 0.378910 thousandths of a second too long. That's gonna really throw off the flavor. Now, I'm about to add the last thing, and I realize I have no room for it in the bowl. And this is a problem because I want to add all of it, but who knows? At this point, I'm just scared. Is he gonna like my dish? Will I be able to feed my family? My family of an uncertain amount of children, an uncertain amount of spouses? How can I feed such a massive family? This is gonna be horrible. I need this, man. I really need it, man.
Reality cutbacks continue.
Hey, it's me, Dan Nushroom. You know me from the Tabloid Times, right? Like, see it on my shirt. And I've been selected to go to this TV show about cooking with Cook. I mean, I don't know. I heard him talking about how the pasta was not cooked, but I eat a lot of things that are not cooked: carrots, vegetables, lettuce, burgers. I mean, I don't know. A lot of things aren't cooked. Who cares? I mean, he also said it's too big for the bowl. Now, I can understand that, but if you think about it, nothing's too small or too big. Nothing's the right size either. It's always too small or too big, but it's never that.
And now, a little bit here, a little bit from column A and column B and C and D and E and F sharp. Ah, yes. Perfect. Behold. The pasta rigatore pesante.
This is it?
Yeah, that's...
You know what? I think I'll have to take it for the road.
Hey there, rock stars! I'm Matthew Hauser, a host for the Tabloid Times, and it's time for full disclosure. I'm sorry, but I lost the script
Again?
and replaced it with a wonderful Tabloid Times news show poster for just $19.99.
Get yours today.
But due to my misplacement, I'm handing this story off to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Matthew. Now, we have a bombshell incoming here at the Tabloid Times. Now, we've just learned about a situation with unprecedented effects and a major impact on the entire world. However, yeah, this story's very complicated, though. You gotta understand. We must provide a basis for your knowledge.
Because some people might know nothing about this situation, and those said people might need you to tell them what's going on.
Exactly, Matthew. So, well, let us begin. Now, Fido's different from other dogs. There's a dog. His name is Fido. You wish you knew Fido.
I wish I knew this story.
I know. He's a very lovable dog that everyone loves. Everyone loves him. He's loved. Very lovable. The most lovable, actually. Now, Fido is different from other dogs. He, using neurofluid pills, was able to improve his IQ to 152. That's more than 2 basketball courts long. He doesn't use this intelligence for academic or intellectual pursuits. For a dog, that'd be simply a waste of time. He just wants to have fun. Don't we all, really? Right? Now, fun is objectively good, maybe. Fido's different from other dogs. He doesn't find fun in chasing after sticks or playing fetch, that wretchedly banal activity of returning in what will only be thrown again. No, he prefers more exhilarating adventures like roller coasters. And yes, those are enjoyable, even for dogs. One thing was missing, though, in the exhilaration experienced while riding a rumbling roller coaster. Control. Fido is different from other dogs. He drives cars, not old cars, not junky cars. The dog drives only English Racing Green 2005 Land Rover, Range Rover, HHE, and NASCAR, which actually stands for National Anti-Cat Racing Association. The S is there for flavor, like Harry S. Truman. We believe it's 100% artificial flavoring, kind of like Harry S. Truman. Exactly like that. That's right. He races in NASCAR. He fits right in, except for the fact that he's a dog. Besides that, he's normal, except for his nickname, Good Boy, given him by his racing coach. You didn't see that coming, did you? Be ready. More important, more shocking details are coming. His car goes up to 5,000 in miles per hour, like any standard NASCAR vehicle. Now, Fido's different from other dogs. He doesn't just train for and compete in NASCAR races, but he also wins. Through his aggressive driving tactics and fun-loving attitude, he dominates other human drivers who don't even think about sticking their heads out the window. What great increased visibility, and your tongue flaps in the wind. And maybe only dogs like the second one, but it is a winning tactic. Believe us. You don't actually have to believe us. Fido can prove it. Fido is different from other dogs. He has never lost a race in the professional leagues. In fact, Fido just run his third straight NASCAR race. That's incredible, isn't it? The dog wasn't satisfied with just winning, though. No, he wanted more. He wanted a way to give back, a way to contribute to society using his over $2.1 million in winnings. And thus, Fido is different from other dogs. He doesn't just win race. And then he outmaneuvered Jimmy Stewart, and then Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt, before finally beating out Lightning McQueen to win the Sprint Cup. Fido is different from other dogs. He doesn't just race cars and win millions of dollars doing so. No, Fido investigates conspiracies to reveal the truth. He has a nose for fishy situations. Seriously, he can smell lies and deceit, or so we've been told. Maybe that's a metaphor, I can't say for sure. I think it's a metaphor. But now, getting to the point of the story, the one we've been building up the entire way. Fido proved that Babe Ruth was an alien. And now a word from our sponsors.
Thank the Lord, please.
Cutting paper with your bare hands is dangerous.
Ah!
And you cannot cut that in a straight line. And other products just don't cut it. Hi, I'm Man Nushroom. You may know me as Dan Nushroom's brother. And this is why I've invented these scissors. And these scissors can also cut through paper like a laser. Need to mow your lawn? They can also cut the grass. You can also use scissors to do your homework. Or change the TV. Oh, hi Andrew Garfield. I didn't see you there.
Ha ha ha. Man, I love scissors because it is good.
Didn't see you there. It's me, Man Nushroom, brother of Dan Nushroom, and I'm here to sell you one thing. Oh, wait. One thing. This pair of scissors. Now, this may seem like a good deal, but I'm offering you half a pair of scissors at half price. That is 2 prices for one pair of scissors. But if you call now, I can offer you a third way, a third option, a third pair of scissors. That's right, 3 pairs of scissors, that's 6 halves or 3 thirds, is only available for 4 prices. 4 prices. That's a $300 value. Now, I know you may be worried about this, so I decided to throw in another offer. For $100, we can improve your experience and buy you 1/1 a pair of scissors. That's right, 1/1 plus $100 scissor credit. Scissor credit is available for all scissors. You can buy any scissor, any store. It's on you. You can even go over $100. We'll just pay for it. Just buy the scissors.
Hey guys, it's me again, Andrew Garfield, Sling Sling. Now, I'm here to tell you why you should buy some scissors. I'll give you a few reasons. First off, we'll throw in a bunch of other products, such as a remote controller, or even a computer. Lawnmower? A knife? These sound pretty awesome, right? They could do everything that a scissor... You know what? Just forget it though. You should also buy scissors because of that low price. Only 4 prices for 6 scissors? I mean, is there a better deal than that? So, in conclusion, Sling Sling...
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there.
Right.
Now,
For a special report from the Tabloid Times Moore Center.
Oh, didn't see you there. I'm here in the Tabloid Times Moore Center, one of our field offices, and I'm just, hard at work. I'm working very hard to bring you... Oh, we have a call. Hello? Oh, you want us to report the weather? Of course. Yes, that is what you said. Stop disputing that. All right, we're bringing Mason in right now, our chief astrologist, Mason Cook, to report the weather for us. Come on in, Mason.
Yes. So, the weather. Alright, now the weather, it's going to be directly related to the stars, the sky, the planet, and along with 5 celestial bodies that you've probably never heard of. Now, great news is that the sun is currently in Ophiuchus. That's good news for you, because that means that the next 5 days of weather are all going to be sunshine, rainbows, with absolutely a lot of high percentage of gold falling out of the sky. Unless, of course, you are a Cancer, in which case you're going to not have gold, but instead have little frogs that are going to suck your blood. Now, for all those Leos out there, it's going to be very great news, because you're going to get a brand new friend soon. Of course, that friend is also going to be leaving within the next 5 weeks, but hey, new friend, you got to look on the bright side, right? I mean, there's a lot of... Ooh. That a new revel... Oh, I see it now. Okay. Now, new revelation has just come in, and this is for all you Sagittarii out there. Yes, Sagittarii, you guys are going to have a horrible week. Absolutely horrible week. You will never have a week this bad for the rest of your lives. It will be so bad that you're going to go to your great-grandchildren and you're going to tell them, man, you don't even exist yet. But I had this horrible week all of these years ago. Let me tell you about it. And you're also going to say that to your grandchildren and your children and, whoever else. You're just going to walk up to random people on the street and tell them how horrible your week was. Now, Podem, you guys, it's going to be a so-so week, I think. Temperatures are going to be somewhere around the 60s, as you see in our 20-day forecast. We have, for Podem, a lot of good news for you. Auditions should be going well for that thing you're trying out for. If you're not trying out for something, then what are you doing with your life? Go. Now, just go start doing stuff with your life. How dare you not do something with your life? Why are you not doing something with your life? Anyway, now, for all you communists out there, now, Marx, you guys are probably going to have a rough week. I know you had a fairly rough week last week. It was pretty bad. The supermarket thing didn't go quite well when you didn't seize the greens of production, but it was a pretty rough week. A specter currently hangs over your lives, but right now, after this bad week, it's going to be a brand new, refreshing, good week afterwards. However, you're going to have to go through one more bad week, so I'm afraid of that. Now, for all those who are Virgo or Libra, you guys, fair week. Nothing really to report. And Aquarius, I'm sorry, guys. I tried. I really did. I begged and pleaded, but nah, man. It's just not. It's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. No. And that's your weather.
Hello.
Yes, this is a quite heartwarming situation, actually.
As we all know, cougars, also known as mountain lions, generally are educated in different facilities than their human counterparts.
Yeah.
Problems often arise as there is so little funding to teach the cougars, who are notoriously bad at math and organic chemistry.
Yeah, I mean,
just like Mason.
Hey, I have you know that I got a 3 on the SAT math section.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't assume these things.
Right.
I'd like to offer I'd like to offer a formal apology to Mason Cook, his family, his entire descendants, his ancestors, everyone who's related to him within 1%.
Mm-hmm.
I'm deeply sorry, and I will be offering all of you $100 if you contact me within 30 days.
Mm-hmm. Now, anyway, we should probably be getting back to the story.
Right.
So, Kenny the Cougar, Colorado, he's had to work through a lot of barriers to get where he is today, Princeton University.
From the moment he was born, Kenny's parents knew he was destined for greatness! It wasn't entirely obvious to other people. But, this wild animal was a genius from the get-go.
Yes.
With a lifespan of around 10 to 15 years, Kenny had to act quickly if he ever wanted to pursue higher education. This was another disadvantage for him in our broken education system. But through sheer will and determination, he entered high school at just 2 years old and spent 2 years with hundreds of human classmates.
Now, as this was his first experience with the American public school system, it pushed to the limit the accommodations that could be made for non-human students. Kenny sued so that there'd be deer and elk available for him to eat at lunch, and he was provided textbooks that worked for beings without opposable thumbs or fingers.
Right. An automatic button that will flip the pages for him and read them aloud in cougar speak.
Yes.
A keyboard was provided so that he could write, and his poetic ability was astonishing. We will read a couplet to demonstrate the wonderful skill Kenny possessed.
I'm a cougar, or mountain lion, who just wants some fish for frying.
It's so deep. I think we all need a moment to digest that.
Yeah.
And the moment's gone.
Yes.
With tears nearly coming to my eyes, we must continue the story.
Right.
Oh, how powerful.
Oh, yeah. He was also given a desk to his shape and size in every classroom, but he had to sign an agreement as to not eat anything at school except for food. Now, yes, he forged some friendships among the students and teachers alike, impressing them with his top-notch conversation skills and high-level vocabulary.
It was really impressive. I met him the other day, and with only a few bite marks, I was really astonished by his ability to connect.
I know.
His understanding of science was deeper than most others in the entire world, except for organic chemistry.
Obviously.
He didn't get organic chemistry.
He's a cougar. What do you expect?
Now, he had an astonishing GPA of 1.3,
What?
the highest ever for a cougar. So he's clearly determined to further his education and get a fantastic career. He narrowed down his choices for college to the Big Five, as what his family liked to call it.
Yes.
University of Chicago, Stanford, Harvard, Yale, and Princeton. Another hurdle, however, laid before him and his destiny.
You see, all 5 schools have policies specifically preventing cougars from attending that college, and now, immediately after discovering this, Kenny filed his 27th lawsuit since beginning high school and demanded that every college immediately accept him as a guarantee of his Third Amendment rights. Yes, the Supreme Court agreed, and Kenny was admitted with a free ride to every single one of the Big Five, along with every other college in the continental United States.
Conveniently, Princeton was starting a major specifically designed for a cougar like him, so that's where he decided to go.
Yes, but unfortunately the fight is not over. Not for Kenny. After fighting every step of the way.
Every step of the
I
way,
know.
it's been a fight, and he's still facing the same problems he faced years ago.
He could be expelled for eating the deer used in scientific experiments.
Can't they ever give this guy a break?
I know.
When doing anything at all from this point forward, you should remember Kenny in everything you do.
Yes.
It will inspire you to new heights like never seen before. Never, ever seen before.
Nope.
Like, you're basically blind to this thing.
Yeah.
Because you've never seen it before.
Indeed.
But don't eat deer designated for designated experimentation.
Yes. And now, this.
If you ever find yourself on a snowy day like today, and you find yourself uncontrollably cold, look to the Eskimos. The Eskimos, who make up 30% of the world's population, know the most about snow. Over 80% of scientific studies about snow were founded by Eskimos. Now, as you're here in the snow, cold, wondering what to do, I shall give you the secret of the Eskimos as to how to stay warm in the snow. Tip number 1. Because igloos are made out of snow and they keep people warm, it's clear that snow is an insulator. So, if you find yourself out in a snowy day, uncontrollably cold, use snow as a blanket to keep yourself warm and warm on a cold day. Today out here it is 6 degrees Celsius or -20 Fahrenheit, also known as American. This is evidence that it's a very cold day today. And if you find yourself out here not knowing what to do or how to combat the cold, I have some solutions for you. Let's take us to tip number 2. It has been proven over and over again that 90% of your heat is lost through your hands. 90% of all of your energy is lost through your hands when it is cold. So, to prevent that from happening, to help you keep going on, to help you stay warm, we have come up with an innovative solution. Simply take your shoes off and your socks and put them on your hands. This way, you will stay warm in times when it is very cold. You will protect that 90% of the heat that comes out of your hands, and you will make sure that you survive through this cold, snowy day. Before we move on to tip number 3, I should give you a little bit of information about myself. I am Stan, the Tabloid Times weatherman, and I am responsible for predicting the weather around the world. I bring you the latest insights on how to deal with weather and how to prepare for those tough situations. You might remember me from the last show, giving my thoughtful insights as to how to best prepare for a tornado. Now, let's move on to tip number 3. Maybe you've used snow as a blanket. Maybe you've put the shoes on your hands, but you're still feeling cold from the snowy day. What are you going to do then? Well, that's why we have a third tip for you. Over 90% of heat in your body is lost through your shoulders. Over 90% of your energy is lost on a cold day through exposure of your shoulders. So, we must combat this if we want to be able to continue on this snowy day and to stay warm. So that's why we recommend rolling up your sleeves to ensure that your shoulders are well insulated so that you can preserve all of your energy and you can survive this cold day and stay warm. So let's say it's hopelessly cold outside, like 31 degrees Fahrenheit. What are you going to do then? The other three methods weren't designed for temperatures that low. Luckily, the Tabloid Times has a surefire method to keep you warm in the cold. I, Stan the Weatherman for the Tabloid Times, will define and explain to you how eating snow keeps you warm. It may be counterintuitive, but eating snow is definitely good for keeping you warm. It's pretty simple, actually. You eat it and you get warmer. Now, the complicated part is why it works. Snow is poisonous, as we all know. That's why, if you build up an immunity to it, you will be immune to snow and be warm from it. That's what. So, eat all the snow you can.
These all look the same to you, don't they? Yep. That's just the way it is when you don't have a trained eye like me. You see, I can see that only one of these is special. Only one of these is truly unique. And this one is not it. It's this one. You see this? This pine cone is worth the world. But, you know what? You can have it. For only $1 million, you can start bidding on toastershatesthecia.com to buy this truly unique and beautiful pine cone. But unfortunately, I must tell you that only a true artist, someone trained in the art of seeing the true pattern of the way the world works behind the scenes, is the way things go. Only you can have it, if you know what I mean. So, I urge you, please bid on toastershatesthecia.com. Oh, what's this? A bidder. Hello, are you here to bid on the pine cone? $1 million. No. It starts at $1 million, not ends at $1 million. Give me a higher number. This pine cone is worth far more than $1 million. $5 million. I'll see what I can do once I get calls from other buyers. I expect them to just be coming in. Hello? I'm sorry, you have the wrong number. Come on, someone, please. Just... You guys, come on, help me out here. I'm trying to sell... Yeah, this one. I'm trying to sell this one. Please, come on. This is worth a lot, guys. You again? Okay. $6 billion. It's pretty cool. You want me to describe it in detail? You can see like the ridges of it, seeds. This can plant a pine tree. It really is like worth a lot.
Okay, will $6 billion help you out?
Yeah. Wait.
I'm here right now, and I have the cash on me. I am the surprise caller. I didn't make any money off other product endorsements, but I really want this pine cone. You'll see a check in your mail soon.
Okay.
For $6 billion.
$6 billion right here. Just made the world's biggest sale. The world's biggest sale right there. $6 billion. $6 billion. Yo, hold on. Still filming? Alright. All of these pine cones, forget what I said earlier. All of these pine cones are unique. See? All of them. Even this one. They're all unique. Starting bids at $6 billion. For every pine cone, they're all unique. This is the only place you can buy it. Come on, buy more, please. Coastershate.cia.com, let's go. Buy more. You got this. Guys, come on, help me out here. $6 billion isn't enough to help me. I'm very deeply in debt. The IRS has taken everything I have. All I have left is these pine cones. So please, just help me out. I'll even discount it to $3 billion of pine cones. Just $3 billion for each of these. Guys, come on. I really need this. From one friend to another, please buy my stuff. Just please. I really need it. It's all I have. Come on. Just someone. Anyone. Help me. Help me out. No callers? No caller? Guys, don't you see it? This is priceless. Perfect stuff. Perfect.
Well, it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood of the Tabloid Times headquarters.
Yeah, nothing.
It's just you, me.
Yeah.
Things are going pretty well. I got a direct statement coming in from the telepathic editors.
What?
We have breaking news. Breaking news from the Korean Peninsula. He's not telling me whether it's North Korea, South Korea, or the best Korea, West Korea.
Yes.
Now, we've got reports flooding in from the Chinese government, the North Korean government, the South Korean government, the Japanese government, and the American government.
And the Russian one.
But I don't speak North Korean, I don't speak South Korean, I don't speak West Korean, I don't speak Russian, I don't speak Chinese, I don't speak Japanese, and I don't speak Illuminati. So, I have no idea what's going on here.
Yeah, neither do I. But I know a guy.
I know a guy. I'm thinking of a guy we know well.
Yeah.
He's frequent, but he's actually got quite a knack for the Korean Peninsula.
So
I'm thinking. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm thinking roughly what you're thinking.
I'm thinking you're thinking that I'm thinking what you're thinking.
Well,
but
I think therefore I am, but do you think therefore you are?
I think therefore we am.
Yeah.
There we go.
That.
And let's introduce to the show. Let's bring him on. Dan Nushroom, are you? Oh, didn't see you there.
Oh. Hello, guys.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, I heard you were talking about Korea.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a situation on the Korean Peninsula.
Do you know anything about it?
Are you serious? I am the expert on Korea.
Yes,
You're the expert, like the...
Yeah, and I'm not just the expert, but I also know that what you were saying is, it's hilarious how stupid this guy is. And this one also. They're just so stupid. And you're probably stupid also. You see, the problem with Zimbabwe and Korea is that there's no economics. You know, they say about West Korea, they say about North Korea, they say about all of Korea, and it's just no Zambia, you know?
Right.
Right. Right.
So
can you be more specific about what happened? Because
Well,
I'm not following.
Maybe you should stop talking and start listening. because that seems your problem here. You need to talk up, not down, and you need to pay attention to this. It's quite simple, don't you get it?
What's going on
what is
with
going on?
North Korea and Zimbabwe or Zambia, whichever one it is?
Well, the problem is it's a very economic situation, you see. There's heavily use of economics involved, and I know that,
Could you
like,
explain
not
the
just
use of
you and I.
economics?
They're making a trade deal.
Oh,
Are you stupid?
Just say that.
Yeah.
I said that so many times.
I'm sorry. The court record shows that you have not said that.
They're making a trade deal.
Okay, how's this trade deal going?
They're exchanging economies. The changing of exchanging economies really helps work out what Korea and Zambia's does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's this whole thing going? Have they gotten very far in the negotiation?
Have you been listening to a word of what these guys were saying? They're stupid.
What? Well,
Wait.
what has Kim Jong-un said about this? Like, are they really going to make a deal, or is it just
They
noise?
might make a deal. You see, at the moment, I happen to have inside information, but it's top secret, so I can't tell you.
Are you, like, actually an agent for the government, or how come you have information that
Well,
you can't tell Tabloid Times viewers that deserve the inside scoop on reality?
Alright, I'll give you the thing. They're selling their economy.
Could you be more vague?
I'm saying they're exchanging economies.
What does that mean?
What
does that mean? I'm no
I
economer.
can't tell you anymore.
But what does that mean?
I am Dan
Wait.
Nushroom, and this is my opinion, and it's also fact.
Let's say that this folder is the Zambian economy, and this is the... This is...
No!
What?
This is the North...
What?
Dan, we're going to have to ask you to get off the show.
Please?
I'm going to count to 3.
1,
2, 3.
There's something happening here, but what it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind. Time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and a carrying signs. Mostly say hooray for our side. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Paranoia strikes deep into your life, it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the man comes to take you away. You better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop now. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Jeff, just the man I was looking for. Have you heard any word from the team? They're supposed to be here 2 hours ago.
Nothing. They didn't call in. I called into the hideout at the refinery as well as the garage out west. Nothing. Have you had any word from the buyer?
I haven't heard a thing. Maybe they set up an ambush.
No, definitely not. Our buyer was for personal use for sure. He probably got scared and backed out at the last minute, and our team didn't think to call in.
Our team would have called it in. There was $3,000 on the line. I mean, something really seems off about this. I think I'm gonna have to call the boss. This situation just doesn't seem... Hello? It's Mike. You serious? Pull the plug on all our operations. I'm telling the boss. Have you spoken with him yet? Great. They're both dead. Someone on the inside knew what was going on and got word to them.
We'll find them. Can't hide in the system.
How you doing, boss?
Mike, just the guy I was looking for. Here, try the juice.
Is this the new product that's going on the streets?
Oh yeah.
That's strong stuff. But sir, our last shipment of new products just went horribly wrong. Both DuPont and the buyer were killed. And we don't know who did it, but we know someone on the inside was involved, and I'd like to investigate.
Look at me. Do I look like I tell you what to do? No. You do what you need to do.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
They're on to you. We don't have much time and it's a long drive to Mexico. Let's go.
I can't go now. I gotta cover some tracks and tie up some loose ends.
Look, I don't know about you, but I got 1 or 2 days, best hours at worst before they find me. Let's go.
I ain't going to Mexico with just $3,000 in this backpack between us. You told me they had 5 times that. I ain't leaving now.
I can't control what the boss orders, but I know we're gonna make 0 profit if we're both killed.
This is it. Last big job, we take almost nothing. I don't know what the farm pays you, but I know that I am broke.
Alright. Okay. I didn't want to tell you this, because it's risky. God, it's real risky. But coming in from Florida, about, 3 p.m. this afternoon, there's a van carrying $500,000 worth of product. There's 4 armed guards on it, but I think if we're good enough, we can hit it. Just maybe.
How are we gonna do that?
I gotta go bury some papers and some trails, but I think I'll call the boss to reroute the van. Then we put down some road specs, pop the tires when they roll in. Then you can take cover behind the aircon. You know the one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
You take out the guards from there, then we'll load the product into the getaway car and leave.
Sounds solid enough. At least solid enough to rob the largest distributor this side of the country. Look, what the heck are you gonna be doing this time?
I gotta go bury some files, some loose ends, all of that. I'll meet you at the studio at 2:45.
Okay, I'll get the road spikes.
Boss, you there? Mike is off following the false trail still, right? I've made plans with the target. He thinks a van carrying $500,000 is heading through town at 3 this afternoon. There's no turning back now. He's armed and prepared for a fight. But I think if we ambush him, I think we can take him. I just got one question. Why have you let him get away with this much? He's already killed a seller and a buyer, and he's stolen thousands of us from over a year now. You serious? You sure you want him dead now? Think of all the information he could still give up. I understand. I'll get ready for the ambush now.
It states here that he makes $2,000 a week, but also makes $50,000 bonuses. Hang on, these look familiar. Let's see, January 1st, March 10th, June 15th. Wait, this is each time I robbed the farm. This can't be for real. I'll kill him. Oh, he's been setting me up, that son of a...
You're here early. You got the road spice?
Yeah, I do. But I don't think we'll be needing them.
What are you talking about? We gotta stick with the plan.
The van ain't coming. In fact, I had to kill you right now.
Hey, I don't know what you're trying to pull. The van's gonna be back there in, I don't know, 15 minutes. Look, I don't care what you think, but we gotta stick with the plan.
You've been working with the farm, haven't you?
Of course I've been working with the farm. I'm head of security there. It's my cover.
Don't joke now. Well, I'm taking the bag and leaving. You can answer your boss when he gets here.
Yeah, you finally found out, didn't you? Yeah, I mean, it was only a matter of time, but a whole year? Man, I've been feeding you information, and you've been buying every single word of it. Every single word. What do you gotta say now?
Why does the farm want me? Yeah, sure, I've stolen from them, but it would be 10 grand at most, not nearly enough to mess up any operation they might have.
I didn't know until today when the boss told me. 4 years ago, you and 3 other men broke into one of the farm's laboratories, and while you thought you stole only $1,500 or so worth of equipment and product, you managed to snag the only recipe for a new product that was synthesized by accident. And the boss had me tail you for a long time after that, hoping to see if he could find you, know what you knew. But a wrench got thrown into that plan when a few days ago you robbed those guys, right? They also had the only one that was synthesized by accident just the other day. You stole that and it was meaning to be sold.
You're a real thumbs down, buddy! Now, I try the juice.
Have you ever wanted to add a little more mystery into your life? Well then, try Tropical Farm Mystery Juice. Try the juice and find the answer. I'm the Juice Man, and I say Tropical Farm Mystery Juice is the best. Order 500 cans now and get a free rotisserie chicken. Call 1-800-MYSTERY-JUICE and order your mystery juice today.
Tropical Farm Mystery Juice. Buy 500, get a free rotisserie chicken. Offer only available in Hawaii and the territory of Puerto Rico. Call 1-800-MYSTERY-JUICE today. Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. We know you've been with us for a little while, and like all great things, this news show must come to an end. But that doesn't mean the Tabloid Times is coming to an end. We've got more editions coming out, for sure. We're already on edition number 42. Quite an impressive number.
I know, right?
We've got our podcasts. We'll continue to be the world's only hope for the truth. We've got our Dear Doctors and many other great features on our website, tabloidtimes.weebly.com. Or you can follow us on Twitter at the Tabloid Times.
Now, we're going to bring on a very special guest, one that's never appeared in any of our news shows or publications, and that is, of course, our editor.
The almighty and powerful, praise be unto him.
Now, the editor is truly the brains behind everything we do at the Tabloid Times. He was a founding member.
We wouldn't be here without him.
Yeah.
He's been the major financial and thought behind all of this.
So, Mr. Editor, so first of all, about that pay raise you promised me a couple weeks ago, very doubtful.
Come on, man.
So that,
we got kids to feed.
Yeah, man.
How about that special project where I work from home with very few due dates?
Outlook not so good.
Are you cook?
Oh, why, yes, that happens to me.
I'll have you know that I spent nearly 3 weeks in the hospital from that culinary graveyard that you fed me.
I'm sorry, man.
Come with me.
Wait.
What is
I demand reparation.
Now this is getting interesting. Cook. The man, the myth, the legend, and now the dead.
Oh yeah,
A great story.
revenge is sweet.
Try
Not
the
as
water.
sweet as all that sugar I had to cover up the
Water.
taste.
The water's good. How does it feel?
Feels good.
Want some of these?
You know what won't feel good? This bill you're getting from the Library of Congress
What do you-
with these overdue book fees. You
What do you
owe them
mean?
now $34,000.
$34,000? What do you mean?
$34,000. That's what you owe the Library of Congress. because they're charging more for books.
They'll never
What are you doing?
You need to pay them! They'll never get it from me!
Mind if I have a seat?
Sure. Everything's good.
Yeah, these chairs are great. Fantastic water. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something in my mind. So what do we do? Do you want it?
I don't know, man. I mean, if you want it, you will got
No,
it.
I don't want it. If you want it, I mean,
Dude,
if
yeah,
you want it,
you
then
can.
I don't want to take the opportunity from you.
Let's say it together.
That's a good idea. 3, 2, 1.
It's over!
Hey there, rock stars. Who we know well, who could talk about such
Matthew! It's always you!
Don't look at me!
I was trying not to. Do you want me to get in there, Matt? Yes. Has a slippery situation. What does that mean? I'm not can't tell you anything. But what does that mean?
Lucas! Lucas! Lucas!
Got me here, my
Snow is poisonous, as we all know.
the only hope.
Yeah.
The presidents are exchanging economic
Matthew!
I already ruined it. I need you to change this sad attitude. You need a positive outlook, okay?
Please.
Do it with me.